Welcome to Chapel Hill, North Carolina. Keenan Memorial Stadium, the home of the North Carolina Tar Heels. As we'll see a squad from the SEC, the Missouri Tigers, taking on the runner-up from last year's national championship, the North Carolina Tar Heels. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. And the Tar Heels will kick it away to start us off. He'll start the return inside his 5. Excellent job by the kick coverage team. A pretty minimal gain on that return. So Missouri's offense will get first crack at it today. This wide receiver matchup is one that we've been waiting to see. You have two guys on either side, Jesse, who are really going to make the secondaries nervous.
Oh, they should, because these guys can take the top off of defense. You've got two very dynamic individuals playing on each offense, and if I'm playing quarterback in this game for either team, I am going to take my shots and give my guy an opportunity, because both of these guys, David, have proven they can make circus-level catches.
I mean, when they're not open, they're open. I mean, they can make the dynamic catches, the contested catches. They have the speed. They are two of the best playmakers in all of the country. So whenever an offense has the football today, you're going to like the show.
Right back up top on 2nd and 10. And they're not on the same page there. And the crowd bringing the energy, trying to help this defense get off the field on 3rd and 10. That's reeled in. It's Camarda. There he goes. Now they've got a little room to work with. They're out to the 28 with a first down. Missouri gets to the line quickly. 3rd down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open, who do you trust the most?
No, it's not about the X's and the O's. It's about the Jimmies and the Joes. And when my guy's better than you and I get you matched up out wide and I know I trust you, I'm finding you.
Good, solid pickup on that one. They've got it out to the 40, and it's first down.
And after giving up a long run defensively, they don't have a chance to substitute now. They've got to get ready to go because the offense is going tempo.
Use the play fake, now to throw. Lost one deep down the right side. And it was worth going for a chunk play, but the long pass is incomplete.
And listen, as a quarterback, you're trying to find the matchup, trying to find who's open. I don't know if anybody was open, but that was not a greatly thrown football. I don't know if it was miscommunication, but the ball thrown out of bounds and just on to the next down.
They'll pick up 5. It'll be 3rd and 5. Offense lining up quickly. In the gun and looking to throw on 3rd down. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down.
A lot of things have gone right for this offense, but I think this quarterback right now is playing with a little too much confidence. He held the football way too long that time in the pocket, and he ended up taking a hit, which forced the incompletion. He's got to keep playing fast. The ball has got to get out quicker.
The Tar Heels offense will get the ball for the first time. Guys, if you listen closely, I think you can hear the jawing going already between this quarterback and wide receiver. What a matchup, Jesse, it's going to be between those two.
You know, so many people have already been talking about this individual one-on-one matchup, David, and it's going to be happening out on an island all game long. The receiver's got speed, he's got game-breaking ability, catching the football, can climb the ladder. He's going up against one of the best shutdown corners in the game. I cannot wait to watch this.
Yeah, and he's got the speed to stay with him and the instincts, and he's been so great out wide in every game. This is a huge test. This is a Sunday test. Two NFL guys going at it to see who's going to take home the prize.
Well, they want to come out and try to get the run game established, but up front defensively, they made a play. They gave up nothing on that one.
Got to find some breathing room if you're going to establish yourself on the ground, and there wasn't any that time.
Yeah, Reese, I wonder now if this offense is maybe going to try to get to the perimeter of the field and see if they can use their speed to hurt this defense.
Finds his big tight end. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the first down. The Tar Heels come to the line with a fresh set of downs. From the shotgun, the handoff to the back. Good pickup on the ground, and they'll mark him down at the 39.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on first down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
Tight end now in motion. Looking for space. It's Coffee. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down.
Well, it's not a home run, but it's just enough by the running back to move the chains.
And the Tar Heels are on the move. On the option. Continuing to churn and move it forward, and they're closing in on midfield. It's down at the 48.
This offense is going to challenge the defense with their assignment football in the option game, and they're doing it here early in the first quarter. Great job by the quarterback, making all of his reads. Nobody accounting for the pitch guys, so you flip it out to him, and a nice gain offensively here. And this is something the defense now is going to have to contend with for the rest of the game, trying to stop this option attack.
Got room at the 35. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, UNC!
This guy just has a nose for the end zone, and you love his ability to find creases, use his speed in the open field, and go score. He's been really good for his offense early this year. That already his 5th rushing touchdown on the season.
They get set for the point after as we have the first score of the game. And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. So it's an 80-yard drive, and they close the deal with a scintillating 52-yard jaunt to the house. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Mizzou has it back on the offense coming out on the field. Finding themselves down 7-0. They'd love to get a drive going here. Gives it on the option. Defense in the right spot. They stop him after a gain of 2 to the 28. Missouri wants to go fast.
A nice job being gap sound by this defense. And here you go. Watch what this offense does. They'll get right back on the ball, and they'll go really quick, so you got to be prepared.
Knocked down after getting 6 all the way out to the 34-yard line. They'll stick to the ground looking for the marker. He fought him off for a while, but that's what they mean by gang tackling. Missouri will have to send out the punt team. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. That's a perfect example of not settling for a fair catch. Pick up whatever yardage you can and help out the offense. North Carolina has it back, and the Tar Heels so pleased to send the offense back out. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0. Oh, he's got some space. Now they're starting to feel it. They've got a first down at the 44.
You know, as a defense, you can have the right call and the right guy in the right spot, but that guy's just too good. And how about the running back on that play? Just making it happen, breaking off the huge gain. It's tough to get these guys on the ground.
It's 1st and 10 from the 44-yard line.
Here we go.
Grabbed over the middle. It's Owen. Nice gain on that play, but leaves it a little short of the first down.
Yeah, and what a nice job seeing it, reacting, and throwing. When you run these RPOs, you want to read the defense really quickly. Is he playing run? Okay, boom. I'm going to throw the slant right behind him. Nice job by the QB.
The give to the back. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line?
And that run really didn't go anywhere, and a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Tar Heels!
You know, oftentimes in college football, the best offenses are the ones that can create explosive plays, just like you saw right there. They're top 10 in the nation in points per game because they don't have to drive the field. They've got dudes scattered all over this offense that can take it the distance on any given play.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point makes it 14-0. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Hey, guys, just wanted to give you a quick update on a game happening in the Mountain West. Utah State has the lead right now. Logan has been jumping all week, but this game is hardly over. There is time left on that clock. They're up by 7 over Fresno State. Any change of momentum, any notable highlights from Mountain West country, we'll let you know, Phyllis.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. And he'll get this drive going from the 17. On the run, it's Lanning. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
I don't care who you are, but if you're going to have success offensively, you've got to have some semblance of a running game. They didn't have it their last time out. They obviously really struggled in that game. And in this one, just not...
And the pressure gets him back at the 8-yard line.
And this guy just stays on a roll. He's been getting to quarterbacks and making life really, really hard. He had 3 sacks a week ago, 1 already in this ball game. You better know where he is at on every single snap.
On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down. Quickly to the tight end. He won't get there. It'll bring up 4th down. So Missouri will have to punt it away. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. Fields the punt and tries to work it the other way. That nifty return sets up the offense and negates some of the yardage on the punt. The North Carolina offense returns to the field. They put 2 touchdowns on the board in the early going and now right back to work. Offense in the sumo set with the big boys. They'll go to the ground. Good execution. They move the sticks and they've got it at the 33.
This running back loves running into the teeth of the defense. In between the tackles, he keeps a low pad level, and he's got some speed.
Wants to throw on 1st down off the play fake. Got him downfield. And he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown, North Carolina! No midseason concentration laps here in Week 7 as they push out that lead.
This offense is looking ridiculous. 3 touchdowns now in the first quarter, doing whatever they want at will. I don't know if you're panicking, Palmer, but, I mean, they got to put something together on the other side of the field or else this one's going to get ugly fast.
One thing I know, David, is the defensive staff, after having the ball just run down their throat and thrown over their heads, they need to make some adjustments earlier than they probably anticipated because right now they have no answers for this offense.
And the extra point is good. Kickoff unit back to work, and they have been busy as they've built this sizable lead. On the run from inside his own 5. And a really nice job by the kick team to get down there and make sure they limit that return. Good news, I guess. A lot of room to work with as they start this drive from their own 15. Off the play fake on first down. Grab behind the line. It's Lanning. And they'll make the stop, and we are headed to the end of the first period. Guys, we've reached the end of the period, and North Carolina's on top. And they jumped out to that edge early. As we wrap up the first, let's take a quick look at our game stats. Going to need to step up to make sure this one doesn't get out of hand as the second quarter is about to get underway. Had a chance to talk it over during the break, and they'll start with second down. Back to pass. Fires to the big fella. A little more space. Open up that playbook even more as they pick up the first down out to the 30.
And after that long completion for the first down, did you see everybody sprinting to the line of scrimmage offensively? They want to go tempo right now.
Just working and poking and prodding and finding his way up to the 36. And the Tigers will hustle to the line.
I like this idea by the offense going hurry up here. You just had a very nice run. Let's get back up to the line of scrimmage and go fast.
Drag down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs.
You know, it's a nice throw by the QB there. When you're throwing to running backs, you got to make it easy on them. So you want to put it right on their body, make the catch simple, and let them go to work like they did just there getting that first.
And this offense gets nothing done on that play, but look at them. They're continuing to run this tempo. They want to try to do something to get a spark going to create a big play.
And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. They've got to come up with a big play on this third and long. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. It's picked off, and another empty drive. Not a lot on the return, but they can live with that as they've got it at the 49.
And you will always remember your first, and how about that? Breaking on the football, getting an INT, the first INT. Keep the football, brother. The first of many big-time plays for this guy.
North Carolina has it back, and the Tar Heels so pleased to send the offense back out. They've been nothing short of spectacular so far. 3 drives, 3 touchdowns, and they'll try to make it 4 for 4. Leaves it with the back. You'll take 4 yards on first down every time, 2nd and 6. Finds his man. It's Owen. Breaks into the open. Gets it all the way inside the 20-yard line to the 19 before being hauled down. The Tar Heels, after ripping off that huge run, let's see if they can do it again. He'll do it himself. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one, 2nd and 8 coming up.
As an offense, you're okay with that. You're going to run option plays, and sometimes you're going to bust it big, but sometimes you don't necessarily read it correctly, get some positive yards, and then we come back and we do it all over again with different reads against the different defense.
He'll ride his man on the option. Now the pitch. He'll get that one all the way down to the 4-yard line before he stops.
And that's exactly how you draw it up. And that's why the option's so hard to stop. QB, man, draw the defense in. Look at me. I'm the first option. Bam. Next thing you know, he pitches it, gets a positive gain down the field.
He'll toss it. And they just didn't get anybody on that defense out of position, and they will lose yardage on that one. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Wide out trying to get it in. Touchdown, UNC! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
Well, this thing's turning into a rout, and it's turning into a rout quickly. Really nice job by the offense there, but it's not just them. Their defense is getting it done. Their special teams are getting it done, and it just feels like they're really feeding off of this home crowd and their energy. This has been the definition of home field advantage in this football game.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point makes it 28-0. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Fielded in the end zone, it's Toner. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. Missouri has the offense ready to go on the field. Last drive ended with a pick. Vitally important to take care of the football this time. Give to the running back. They keep feeding him in this running game, and the defense is having none of it, and it's been that way all day.
And just a great job by the defense being stout, right? That's your job. Be stout up front, stuff in the run play, make them get in more passing situations, but do not let them run the football. That's 101. Stop the run first.
Complete with conviction on the crosser. Makes the stop at the 30, but a big 15-yard pickup gets him out of trouble.
Let's go, let's go.
From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
And how about that young man getting in the backfield again? He's really got his fingerprints all over this game so far to start it, man. We're still in the first half, and he's got a sack. He's got a tackle for a loss. These are the kind of plays that really help your defense push these offenses behind the sticks.
So it's 3rd and long, and this quarterback right now has got to be expecting pressure. So you want to know where your hot routes are. You got to know where your best one-on-one matchup is. But understand this, we're still in the first half. If the defense gets you, tip of the cap, you can take a sack. Punting the football at this stage of the game is okay.
Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. Took a shot as he threw. Good job to toss that ball out of bounds and avoid the loss.
That's why it's so important for this defense to win 1st and 2nd down. You set up 3rd and longs like that, you can show your exotic looks, you can get the pass rush going, everybody on the back end expecting throw, and that's how you force incompletions and force 4th downs.
And the returner runs out of real estate as he goes down. The North Carolina offense returns to the field. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they've wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect it.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room because they have gone out, everybody right now on the same page.
Got 3 on 1st down at 2nd and 7. Looking to fire. Got it in the middle, it's Fuller. Hauled down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the 1st down.
Man, how about the first half this guy's having? He already has 2 touchdowns, picks up a huge 1st down right here. On defense, you're going to have to find a way to control this guy. You're going to have to make some big-time adjustments at halftime.
They can rely on this guy to pick up solid yardage when they need it, and he's out to the 43. Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. Wants to go up top. Throwing right. Wide open downfield. And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep them from getting the 1st down. We're at the 2-minute timeout. They've built a big lead, and they'll try to pile on a little more before the break. And the Tar Heels will have it 1st and 10.
22, water.
He's going to let one fly down the middle. And how about that DB getting a hand in there and forcing the incomplete pass?
On that RPO play, I don't hate the decision by the quarterback not to hand it off and throw it deep down the field. I just don't like the throw. Not an accurate throw. He never got his feet back underneath him after riding the running back and not handing it off. He's got to do a better job with his fundamentals to hit that throw. Play was there to be made.
And there's so much for a quarterback to think about. Stick it out in the belly. Do I pull it? Now when I pull it, I got to get my feet set, make an accurate throw to the right guy. So a lot of things going on, and I think that you saw that led to a little bit of inaccuracy.
Wants to throw again. Throws to the tight end. A strike downfield. Now well within striking distance as that third down play gets him a first at the 29. This offense absolutely humming as they come to the line again. From the shotgun, the inside give. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. The Tar Heels want to pick up the tempo. Pulls and throws off the RPO. He's close to the first down, but they're going to mark him just a little short. And the Tar Heels come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to keep the drive alive. On 3rd and short, trying to impose their will and move the chains. That'll be enough for a first down, and they've got it at the 16-yard line.
I'll say, watching this offense this year, one of the things you have to be really happy about is their ability to move the sticks. This is one of the top 25 offenses in the country in getting first downs. That running back is one of the biggest reasons. He is a weapon.
This time he doesn't get loose, and finally the defense gets him bottled up behind the line. Hit a little speed bump on this drive. It's 2nd and 12. Back to throw, time running short in the half. Quick strike complete. Gets it inside the 5, down to the 4, and it'll be 1st and goal.
At the pace this guy's going at right now, this could be a record-setting type day. This could be a game for the ages for this dude. He already has 2 touchdowns, picks up that first down. This is still the first half, guys. What is this guy capable of doing the rest of the game?
Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Tar Heels.
And with that score, this thing is getting ugly. This offense has had their way, and not only have they had their way, now they finish the half like you're supposed to, scoring the football, building on their lead. This defense is going to have to go into half and find some answers.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And that kick was perfectly down the middle. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
A bit of an under-the-radar game this week, guys, but take a look at this. Old Dominion is in front. They've controlled the line of scrimmage today, but they still have some work to do to put this in the win column. They're up by 10 over Appalachian State. Just another week of football in the Sun Belt, guys, where we've come to expect the unexpected.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. And the coverage team able to wrestle him down. Mizzou has it back in the offense coming out on the field. This late in the half, you're behind. You'd love to create something before the break to build momentum, Jesse.
But you've also had some miscues on offense, a big part of why you're losing the game right now. I'd take it into halftime, make my adjustments, and come out ready in the second half.
Yeah, I'm going to take it into halftime too, Paul. But I'm trying to put some points up right here. Be aggressive, set the tone, be like, hey, listen, this is what you're going to get in the second half, so find something.
Defense was swarming around this quarterback, and he never had a chance to get it off. And down he goes, and we will head to halftime. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Thanks, guys. What a scene there in Chapel Hill. What a fine performance we've seen. And how can we begin our analysis of that first half without singing the praises of one of the elite backs in football? Racking up huge numbers on the ground, even throwing the occasional block. This kid is the total package. And if this defense doesn't adjust its strategy, he could be headed towards a career day. With that said, let's send it back to the guys at Kenan Memorial Stadium.
All right, Kevin, about ready to get things cranked back up here. The Tigers will kick it away to start the second half. On the move from inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, that they get him on the ground at the 20. North Carolina has it back, and the Tar Heels so pleased to send the offense back out. Not sure they had to make many adjustments at halftime as they try to build on this lead here in the third. First play from scrimmage, and they'll keep it on the ground. Makes a stop in the backfield. He'll lose 4.
Man, when you go into the half and you're down, like, that speech is usually pretty fiery. A lot of words you can't use on television. And so this coaching staff probably challenged their guys, and I like the way they started this second half so far. Physically, flying around, doing a great job stopping the run. They got to play like this the rest of the game.
They'll run the option. Now the toss. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And the running game has gone in the wrong direction. The offense tries to turn it around and go forward on third down. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. And down he goes back at the 3.
Well, this defense knew they had to get off to a fast start here in the second half. They're trailing by a bunch of points right now on the scoreboard. They needed to make something positive happen early, and on the very first drive, they get a sack on third down, looking to get the ball back to their offense here.
And the return man reaches the end of the line, and down he goes. Missouri has the offense ready to go on the field. First play of the drive, wants to throw. And the heat gets home. They knock him down back at the 45.
And a great job by the defense, dropping in zone coverage, all eyes on the quarterback, taking away the options, and then finally the pass rush gets home, gets him on the ground.
Now facing second and long after the defense came up with that sack. Finds his man. It's Camarda. And he's wrestled to the ground.
The defense needs to have a plan for this guy. They weren't ready for that one. Drag route, running all the way across the field. The DB just can't stay with them because of his speed. And as a result, they give up a big one.
The play action fake. He lets it fly. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on.
This is a situation here in the third quarter this offense did not want to be in, facing a top 10 defense, one of the best units in the entire country. They didn't want to get down on the scoreboard like this and all of a sudden have to throw the football when the defense knew that was going to happen. The incompletion there is not a big surprise.
He's going to let one fly down the middle. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. A bold decision to go for it on fourth down, and one that did not pay off. The North Carolina offense returns to the field. They didn't get much done the last time they had it, and to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. On the move. Great penetration by this defense, and they knock him down behind the line. A loss of 1.
Second down coming up.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. They'll try the run. Turning it on. Past the sticks, and he may get more. He puts him in business across the 50 into the 46-yard line. It'll be 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They're going to go right back to him on 1st down. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
Well, obviously the offense went 3 and out on their last drive. They're having a little bit more success here. That was a nice run, and I think that's the key, guys. If they're able to run the football, they're going to be able to stay on the field. And I think that's something you want to think more about if you're the play caller on offense.
The give to the tailback. And they picked up 9 on 1st down. It'll bring up 2nd and short.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on 1st down and set up a short yardage on 2nd down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on 2nd down.
To the 15. He's stopped and forced out of bounds just short of the 10-yard line. They'll mark it at the 11.
Defense is going to have their hands full trying to get this guy in the ground, man. He's got some serious moves once he has the ball in his hands.
Here we go.
Little touch pass to the receiver. And into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, North Carolina!
Really nice job working the route and getting himself open. He was able to locate the football, snag it out of the air, and this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
Let's go.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And he splits the uprights on the extra point. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And the score comes on a 12-yard touchdown pass. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll bring it out. It's Toner. Good job by the coverage unit to stop the return man. Mizzou has it back on the offense coming out on the field. That last drive was promising at times, but stalled out, and they turned it over on downs, Jesse.
I think they got to do a better job here, just being better early in the downs. On 1st down, finding positive plays.
Yeah, and it's frustrating when you move the football and get stopped on the other side of the field and get no points. But they've had some success, and I like the aggressiveness. They just got to cash some of these drives in.
With a 1st down, they'll snap it from the 32. Wide receiver comes in motion. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. Oh, they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go. Back to pass. Grabbed on the outside, it's Lanning.
That's one I think if the running back could have over, he would just let that ball sail out of bounds incomplete because he made the catch but lost yards because of it. It wasn't an accurate throw. He'll know next time to just let that ball go.
4 punts already, and they've got to convert here to avoid a 5th. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down.
3rd and long situations are really hard to convert. The defense knows it's going to be passed. The pass rushers are getting upfield. You're under pressure. You don't have timing. And as a result now, 4th down.
Yet another punt on the way. Got to make sure that hamstring stays loose. He's been busy. This guy is a daring punt return man. He's not going to settle for the fair catch. A solid return gets a little bit of ground for the offense. North Carolina has it back, and the Tar Heels so pleased to send the offense back out. They'll rely on running behind the big left tackle here. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Let's go! Let's go! Trying to impose their will with the run. They can rely on this guy to pick up solid yardage when they need it, and he's out to the 43.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
They have it at the 43, 3rd and short, trying to avoid making a decision on 4th down. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the wideout. Couldn't quite haul it in. They almost had their first pick here late in the game.
And sometimes you see great shooters, and they get on fire, and they just can't miss. And that's what this QB looks like the last couple weeks, man. Just completion percentage through the roof, running the offense at an elite level. You can tell in complete control of this offense.
Trying play action. Unloads to the right. It's dropped, and oh, what a tough way to end this drive. They thought they had a good plan, but it did not work. Missouri has the offense ready to go on the field. They had to punt it away on their last possession, but man, what great field position this time.
I mean, this is awesome. Like, last possession didn't go great. Now you're set up in an out.
Pressure is effective from the defense. They knock him down just behind the midfield stripe at the 48.
This defensive end is an animal. He already has 2 sacks, and we're only in the 3rd quarter. I'd move him around a little bit more defensively so that the offense has no idea where he's lining up. Because right now, man, he is feasting.
Catch in the middle. It's Camarda. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. It's 3rd down, and they've got to get it to the 33. From the gun, wants to pass. Unloads to the wideout. Got his man on the right. What a nice connection. Knocked down immediately, and they've got it at the 25.
I know the offense is down by a lot here in the second half. You just need one big play, though, to spark the offense, get the confidence going, and they may have found it right there in that completion. Good throw, good catch. Now we got to keep it going.
And it's been a surprise today for this offense. Like, coming into the game, we all talked about it. We thought they'd be able to run against this defense that's been run on a lot, and this offense just can't get the running game going. It'll be interesting to see what they do to try to change it up, but somehow, some way, they need that physical ground game.
A little less room to work with now as the ball's at the 28, and it's 3rd and long. On target. He's stopped and forced out of bounds just short of the 10-yard line. They'll mark it at the 11. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Tigers are moving quickly down the field. He'll pull it on the read. He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive.
Well, the QB decided to keep it on that one. And listen, if you had his athleticism, you'd want to keep it too. Almost every time they run these types of option plays. But he's just going to have to do a good job of understanding when to hand it off, when to pitch it, and try to keep this defense on their heels and read his keys. He's got a lot of talent. Just got to make sure he's making the right decisions moving forward.
Listen, the offensive coordinator's best friend in the red zone is the running game. Make guys commit near the line of scrimmage so I can throw behind. This defense is good but I'm going to challenge them. I'm going to try to be the more physical team. I love the play call. I think you keep running the football and stay physical.
Keep the foot on the pedal if you're on offense here. You got that yardage. Yeah, you didn't get the first down, but you've set yourself up now to go for it here and keep this drive alive.
Facing this double-digit deficit here in the second half, almost a no-brainer to go for it on fourth down. Motion from the wide receiver. They're throwing for it on fourth down. Picked off inside the 20, and they snuff out the threat. The 50, the 40, at the 20. Touchdown, UNC! This defense making a big play and putting it in the end zone.
I'll tell you what, as a DB, you're lucky if you get one pick six in your entire football life. This guy had one last game. He's got one this game. Quarterbacks are going to stop throwing his way.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point splits the uprights. kickoff unit getting some extra work as this lead has really grown. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He's forced out of bounds at his own 19-yard line. An excellent job of coverage on that one. So they start this drive from inside their own 20 at the 19-yard line. Handoff to the single running back. He's stopped dead in his tracks again. No running room to be found. They keep trying and have had very little success. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. The RPO, fire complete to the left. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Guys, we've reached the end of the period and North Carolina's on top. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. As we enter the fourth quarter, let's see if anything memorable can come from this one. So we open the final period with a third down play. On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Finds his big tight end. They'll make the stop about 3 yards short of the first down.
You got to like this defense, man. All game long, great job tackling the football. Like, you throw it on the perimeter, they're coming up. They're not giving the run after the catch of these receivers. A lot of times you see so much damage done after the catch. This defense has been dialed in, and the big play has been a non-issue.
And the returner will be dragged down. The North Carolina offense returns to the field. They were really aggressive going for it in their own end last time. It put them in a tough spot, David.
Yeah, aggressive, reckless. They got to find the balance with this offense to really be productive. And last possession they went for it, they rolled the dice, Palmer, and it didn't work out for them.
Yeah, if you're better on third down moving forward, though, you can keep yourself out of those situations.
And when you're down later in the football game, you got to start taking some chances. And that was a beautiful run blitz. Great job playing the probability, understanding it might be a run to run some clock, and they guess right, and they make a big play for this defense.
They stop him cold, maybe gets a yard to the 34.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. Fourth quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
We asked earlier this week, who's your favorite receiver? And, of course, he said the open one, but we know who he really wants to go to on third down.
The best one. I mean, I think the open one, obviously the politically correct answer, but you want to find the guy that you got that great chemistry with. You know exactly where he's going to be. You got that bond and that trust.
The Tar Heels are moving quickly down the field. To the ground. He's got it again. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
Nice job by this defense. Listen, you got to understand, they're going to run the football. They're going to try to milk the clock, Jesse. They got the huge lead.
Haven't been a lot of good plays for this defense in this game so far, so can they build on that one? Can they create some turnovers here in the second half?
That's a fumble. Defense falls on the ball. Going to be a turnover.
Oh, and it's a hit like that that will absolutely light up the sideline, light up the stadium, change the momentum, and help you win a football game because that hit is what caused that fumble.
Mizzou has it back in the offense coming out on the field. Last drive was a quick 3 and out, and now time is even more of a factor to get something going. Catch in the middle, it's Camarda. Nice pickup there, gets him the first down and sets him up at the 45-yard line. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking downfield on first down. Fires to the big fella. 4 wide out set, 2 on either side on 2nd and 10. Looking to fire. Here comes the heat. They wrap him up. He tried to get back to the line of scrimmage, but he's stopped in the backfield.
How about this defense? No mercy. Like, listen, I know we're up big, but they are still hunting, still flying around, still chasing, still making life really miserable for this offense.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. 3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Working on the right. He gets it oh so close to the first down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short. Down by multiple possessions, they can't come up empty on this drive in the 4th quarter. They'll go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Converts on 4th down, still going. And they finally make the tackle, but this will be a pretty easy conversion for this offense.
The offense has struggled. They're not going to win this game, but trust me, this coaching staff is still trying to find things to build off of for next week. And after an explosive play like that, maybe they can generate just a little bit of momentum and gain a little bit of confidence that they can keep coaching up heading into their next game.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Wants to go up top. Caught in the backfield, it's Toner. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. They've got it in field goal range, but they'll try to convert this 3rd and long from the 20. From the gun, wants to pass. Looking down the middle. Complete to the left. So close to that end zone. He could almost taste it, but it'll be 1st and goal for this offense.
And this offense has not had much to cheer about. There's something right there. Let's see if they can string a couple of plays together. Listen, this game's probably over, but this offense has got to find some kind of a rhythm, something they can hang their hat on so that moving forward, this offense has an identity.
Takes a snap, wants to throw. Touchdown, Tigers! Grab the short pass to put the 6 on the board.
Well, it's good to finally see this offense have a little bit of success because that has not been the case in this game. Nothing has gone their way. They keep shooting themselves in the foot. You know, guys, coaches are always trying to find things to build on, and this is at least something late in this game, scoring that touchdown that hopefully helps build their confidence the next time they take the field.
Lining up to add another.
Kicker on for the extra point.
And it's perfect. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Guys, let's recap that ACC matchup that has just gone final. Boston College showed its toughness on the road and picked up a crucial victory. And every win counts, don't get me wrong. But the victories outside of the comforts of home can really serve as a springboard. One team will rise in the ACC standings while the other is going to sink like a stone. The harsh reality of college football when conference foes face off, fellas.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything. Oh, there's always football on the bad pitch. He picks it up, still on his feet.
That ball carrier is very lucky. That easily could have ended up in the hands of the defense. You have got to do a better job with ball security.
And the Tar Heels now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Standing in his own end zone looking to throw. Finds a man in the middle. And the defense wrestles him to the ground. You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. He's looking downfield to throw. He spins that thing down the middle. And they were looking for a chunk play, and they got it. The explosive picks up more than 30.
You know, I love offensive coordinators that want to stay aggressive, and they've come up with big plays all game long. It's a big reason why they have this lead right now, and they're not backing off here in the fourth quarter. They're letting their guys go play. The entire playbook is open to them, and they're taking shots.
Makes the grab. It's Stevens. There he goes. Good execution. They move the sticks, and they've got it at the 33. The Tar Heels look to keep this drive humming. They'll run it to keep the clock moving. Smacks it with a stiff arm. A big gain as he goes out of bounds on the last play before the 2-minute timeout. And the Tar Heels back to the line on first down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. Tough, determined run gets it down to the 12.
And there's nothing more frustrating than when you get late in the game and you know they're running the football and you don't stop them. It's been that kind of day for this defense. They haven't played well. They're going to have to go to the well. They're going to have to figure some things out. Practice this week, I can promise you, will not be a lot of fun with these coaches.
And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13.
That's a play the defense needed, right? It's been a battle all game long. Here we are. It's late. Everybody's tired. They've given up a few yards on this drive, but they come away with a huge sack at a big moment.
Oh, the D has to be feeling it now. See if they can get another sack on third down. Looking to move the chains. They throw it complete to the left. Defense is there to make the stop, but he's got the first down, and they'll have it first and goal at the 6. And while this game is all but decided, the offense's job is to score. So they might try to score again. Relentless, tough running gets it down to the 4.
And the defense is still fighting. They haven't had the day that they dreamed of. You know, talking to the coaches coming to the game, like they thought they had a good plan. They'd be ready to attack and limit some of the damage this offense has done. They haven't done it today, though. They got to go back to the drawing board, figure some things out, because this wasn't a great day.
He wants it all. And he's got it in the end zone for a touchdown. This is an absolute blowout.
And they just keep piling on the points. We've seen in big moments in this game, they have been able to step up and deliver, particularly on offense. Very impressive performance.
And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. So it's a 77-yard touchdown drive. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. And the returner goes down. Missouri has the offense ready to go on the field. At this point, it really hasn't been your best day. Just try to find something to build on here at the end, David.
Just try to keep fighting. Show your kid.
And down he goes back at the 3.
And that play is a microcosm of what this game has been. They have not been able to protect their quarterback all game long, early or late, up front. Moving forward, this offense has got to do a better job, or else they're going to be in a lot of trouble. You cannot give as many sacks as they have in this game and expect to win.
And the Tigers trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Going to swing it on second down. Pressure got to him, couldn't get rid of it, and they got him for a safety.
And that kind of sums up the day for this offense. I mean, nothing has really gone your way. Now you give up the safety. Tell you what, this team's got a lot of work to do over this next week to get better, to improve. This was a bad day.
They'll get set for the free kick after the safety. Out of the crowd, and now he's got room.
Returner is tackled down at the 34. And North Carolina Tar Heels will take over first and 10.
Running out the clock, a mere formality between them and a victory as we have victory formation coming. They've reeled off 6 straight to start the season, undefeated, bowl eligible, but when you have that kind of record, the possibilities seem limitless.
What a great way to start the season. The best way possible, right? Like 6-0, taking care of business, building momentum. This squad continues to climb up the ranks. They're getting better. They're getting more respect. 6-0 is the best start you could have, Palmer, but they're looking for more.
It's been really fun watching this team to get up to this point. So much talent. They've got great coaching. And I feel like they could keep that 0 in the loss column all season long if they keep playing the way they did today.
Thanks so much for spending some time with us. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.